Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil. One day he's gonna follow you home.
We got us a problem, y'all.
What's up with the YouTube? Listen, your boy went and saw Sinners this weekend, and everybody's doing their reaction and their reviews on Sinners, so I need to get on top of it before. Y'all get tired of seeing niggas talk about it. I know a lot of people leaving about it in the movie theaters, and y'all like, you know what, let me see what everybody else's reaction to the movie is. And it was a very good movie. It lived up to expectations. Now, it's not without its flaws. No movie is. But Ryan Coogler did his thing in this movie. Like, to me, if this movie says anything, it says this is what Coogler can do without being handicapped and handcuffed by Disney and Marvel. You know, I mean, we've seen some of his other movies. We've seen Creed, Fruitvale Station, and things of that manner. But I feel like this right here, it tops those. It tops those movies. You know what I'm saying? The score, some of the things that went on with the shots and the scenes, the filmography, the y'all know what I'm trying to say, the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff that was in this movie are things that I feel like that he doesn't necessarily get to do with Marvel, and specifically the score. You know, now this movie is set in the 1930s, so I seen some people was complaining. It was like, oh, it's a subcontext of attacking the white. No, it's not a subcontext of attacking the white man. It's set in Mississippi in the 1930s. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect? There is always going to be some underlying tension between those people in this movie. Now, one of the things that I also loved about this movie is, you know, Michael B. Jordan plays two twins in the movie, and at no point do you confuse one for the other. Like, Michael B. Jordan did a very good job. The only thing that Michael B. Jordan did not do good was that accent. That's not a Mississippi accent. You know what I'm talking about? That's not a down south accent. I don't know what accent it was. You know what I'm saying? But he did a very good job in this movie. And even with the love interest, you know, they had the passing for white girl. You know what I'm saying? And then they had the thick chocolate, you know, BBW woman who was into roots and you know, old timey like great grandma and them was. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there was a very dope, what's the word, dichotomy between the two brothers and who they were, even though they both were some scamming, alcohol running, liquor running, you know, whatever you want to call it. They were some bootleggers, you know what I'm talking about? Some bootlegging gangsters who was also ex-military. You know what I'm talking about? Hard edge. Then you had their cousin Sammy, you know what I'm saying? The preacher's son. You know, a lot of us can identify with being a PK. You know, the preacher's son who want to go out and be, you know, in the world. He just want to play his music. He just want to play his blues and his jazz music and be wild like his cousins. You know what I'm talking about? Who feel like, you know what, we built for this. Our daddy scarred us. Stay over there. Stay over there. And this when all the drama unfolds. Now, one of the things that I also did love about the movie was that they did show, spoilers for anybody who haven't watched it. They did show that the first vampire was Irish or whatever. He was Irish. And, you know, he came with an offer of camaraderie. Now, we know that he really just wanted to manipulate people and take them up under his wing. But it wasn't a context of I'm a vampire and I'm white and I'm doing this just because I'm racist. It was never that. It was just I'm a vampire and listen, man, I love y'all music and I want y'all thoughts and memories. Join me. We can have one big party. One big party. You know what I'm talking about? They even had some Choctaw Indian on his tail. Now, I wish that would have been more fleshed out. I would have known, like, okay, what do y'all know about these creatures? How do y'all know him? Did y'all have him and he got away? Like, what was the context behind what was going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all teaching other people about these creatures and how to hunt them? Like, I really would like to see that fleshed out. I don't think this is going to be a franchise. I wouldn't be mad if they did have a part 2, but I don't see that coming. But I did think that was dope to throw that in. They had the Asian couple in there, you know what I'm saying, that was, you know, a part of the town. You know, they was working in with the town, and they wasn't no pushovers. They wasn't no punks. They wasn't no chumps. You know what I'm talking about? They was with the business just like the twins and everybody else was. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else was. Overall, the music was one of the best things about this about this movie. Like I said, the score was great, the music was great. Sammy was a musician in the first place, but to flesh out the connection between music and the ancestors and spirituality and conjuring up things, I felt like that was a very interesting take, because like I said earlier, you had one of the twins, his lady was a root worker, you know what I'm saying? So you already had this spirituality connection going on in the movies, but then they connected, how the music connect to it. So you had these creatures on the outside, which were the vampires, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever they were. When they heard the music and they was like, you know what, this can summon spirits, it attracted them to that place. You know what I'm saying? Now we get why the movie is called Sinners, because when he started playing the music, the whole club started rocking. You know what I'm saying? You seen ancestors from everybody culture showed up and dancing, and people screaming and wilding and sweating and doing this, hooping and hollering and this and that. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of hoodoo going on. You know what I'm talking about? There's a whole lot going on. And the vampire came, and that was his explanation. Like, this is what attracted me to y'all. Like, I'm stuck on this plane. I can't be with my people. But if I learn, if I absorb your music, absorb your memories, absorb your history, or whatever this connection is, then that can connect me more to Coogler. That was a very interesting take. That was a very interesting take, Coogler. That was a very interesting take. I'm not mad at you at all. You know what I'm saying, for that. But like I said, the movie went on, it had its climax. The one thing that I will say is that the beginning was kind of too long. Like the build up until they got to the club scene and the whole vampire situation. Like, I feel like they probably dragged that out a little too long. The connection with the KKK, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see how they threw that in there. Like I said, it's the Mississippi, it's in the 30s, and we know, as black people, we know that a lot of times when our grandparents or forefathers built up certain things in the South, that the Klan or other entities would come and want to torture it or knock it down or, swindle us out of it in some form or fashion. So, Coogler put that in there because it's 1930s Mississippi. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all don't know about it, if y'all don't know about Jim Crow South, he put that in there. But the movie, that wasn't the focal point of the movie. That wasn't the focal point of the movie. I'm just speaking on it because I've seen some people comment on it, because they felt attacked. And I think that's human nature for certain people, that whenever they see something, it kind of calls out some things that happen. They immediately feel attacked. And the movie's about that. It's not about that. The movie wasn't about that. The movie was a good movie. It was just a good movie. My boy Delroy Lindo, you know what? Every time I see Delroy Lindo, I think about Crooklyn. Crooklyn, and now think about the Five Bloods when he was dancing coming through the club. You know what I'm talking about? He played an old drunk and a musician. He did his thing in the movie. You know what? The cast overall, I really didn't see a flawed actor in this movie. Everybody did a good job. One thing I will also say is the chick that the cousin Sammy was messing with, whoever her husband was, hey, listen, she for the streets. I mean, he don't have to worry about that no more, but she was for the streets, my boy. She gave that up. Hey. You know what? It's a lot to like about this movie. I would say go watch it. Go watch it. Enjoy it. You don't have to be black to watch this movie. Anybody can enjoy this movie. This is a very good movie. And to think that part of it was thought of was a plot point put out by Marvel for the Blade movie that they rejected. And Ryan Coogler just took it and expounded on it, made his own vampire movie, and it came out this dope. Like, Marvel. This is what I be talking about. You can be true to yourself. You can be true to your audience. Not saying Coogler made this specifically and limited to a black, but he was true to his audience. He knew that certain people was going to come out and be like, oh, they put this in here. They put the KKK in it, or they put this in it. He knew people would say that, but he stayed true to it. He knew that it would be people who would be so Christian or whatever that they wouldn't like some of the hoodoo stuff in it, but he put it, he was true to it. He did what he wanted to do, and it's a good movie. It's going to be very successful. It's going to make a lot of money. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I advise y'all to go watch it. I'm not going to spoil it any more than I have. I'm out. Junior.